I unequivocally deny the allegations that I sexually assaulted Jack Wright. It's currently 2 a.m. and I've been listening to everyone around me tell me what to do all day and what I shouldn't say, and I basically just want to come on here because I'm not making an apology video. This is more of a statement. I didn't want to bring this online, as I said in my statement earlier, but this has gotten to a point where my name is being dragged in the mud and I am going to stand up for myself and tell the truth. I have nothing to apologize for because I did not sexually assault Jack Wright. Jack never confirmed or denied it, which makes the situation even worse because he never denied it, knowing that is not true. The allegations were made in a tweet by Mason of sexual assault. Let me be clear one more time, I did not sexually assault Jack Wright. The claims that he made and that James co-signed are completely false. Over the past few months, Jack and I have been together almost every day, and he never once brought these sexual assault allegations to me in private, which is why I was so confused and in shock when they came out on public. The tweet is now taken down and James Wright has removed all of his retweets, which I think says enough in itself. Let me be clear one more time. The allegations in Mason Rizzo's tweets are false. It's seriously so uncomfortable, and I hate that I have to disclose this, but Jack and I never had sex. It feels really uncomfortable having to disclose this part of my life to the internet, especially because I'm a 17-year-old girl. For so long, I was strung along and misled by Jack. It's honestly really embarrassing for me because I gave my entire heart and all of my love for 9 months so vulnerably on the internet, and everyone can go and look at these videos and see how invested I was in our relationship. And when I wasn't inconvenienced, when I wasn't around for the video or the TikTok kiss or the TikTok views, I wasn't important to him. But that is not true in my case. I cared about him on a personal level, and I will always have a special place in my heart for him. It's so crazy to me how once a relationship or a friendship has ended, people will turn your very best qualities against you, which I know my very best qualities are the way I love. And that love and that passion is newly regarded as overwhelming. That passion is now newly regarded as possessive or desperate. That is so frustrating to me, and after everything that I did for him and after all the love that I gave him, I feel so stupid. That's the only way I can explain it. I just feel fucking stupid. I never wanted to bring this to the internet in a way that was problematic, and so 2 weeks ago I asked him to film a video with me for my mental health's sake because I couldn't move on with everyone thinking that we were still together, and he told me that it wasn't healthy for either of us because he knew that this would mean losing his online girlfriend, even though my mental health was suffering because I wanted to be with him so bad, and he knew that he would never and did not have feelings for me. That's why this has been so confusing to me, because it was real online and then it was sometimes real offline and sometimes it wasn't, which was so misleading and honestly just such a mental mindfuck for me. I was misled and played by him in a relationship that wasn't defined because of him. He never defined the relationship because it was beneficial for him to keep it undefined. And that was a mental game for me because it left me second guessing whether or not there was hope for the future. I never knew, and I will never know, if he truly loved me. Even though he told me he did, all I can say is that I was in love with him. He has said hurtful things to me the way I've said hurtful things to him, but in the end, I loved him no matter what. I've seen numerous arguments asking why lie about sexual assault, and this isn't a lie. But it wasn't me who sexually assaulted him. And Jack, I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you and I have to out you like this, and I never ever would have done this to you if it didn't get to the low point that it did, where my name was literally being slandered left and right. And I'm sorry, but for the one time I have to protect myself before I protect you. I was trying to be there for the both of us and trying to keep your name and your personal business out of it, but you didn't keep my personal business out of it, knowing damn well that your friends were gonna post those tweets. And I'm sorry, but you know I did not sexual assault you. We both know what happened, and we both know who it was, and we both know that I was not at that gathering that night. I'm so disappointed in you and the people around you because they are letting you misplace your trauma onto me, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's not my place to speak your story, and I will not discuss this any further, but it's not your place to allow false allegations to be spread about me when we both know that I was not the one who did this to you. I was there for you through the aftermath and all those depressive nights and the nights that you had no motivation, and I would go and I would clean your room and I would get you food and I would be there for you as a good friend because I cared about you so much. I'm so sorry that this happened to you, and I really hope you can get through this. Mason, I loved you as a brother, and I'm sorry that I have to do this, but you took it too far, just like you always do. Mason, you posted false claims and you slandered my name, and we all know that none of this is true. Whatever evidence you think you have, either post it or send it to me and I'll post it, because you have nothing. Actually, keep posting things, because we both know that's not true and my legal team is gathering evidence as we speak. I hope you're ready for the real consequences that come from these seriously false allegations. I'm sorry and I loved you, but what you did is so low and unforgivable. Be ready. All I'm gonna say, James, is I'm so surprised that you're so outspoken on an issue that we both know you relate so closely with. It would really suck if a large group of people, including some of my closest guy friends and my brother, had to share the experiences that they've had with you. Saying that I sexually assaulted your twin is very bold, especially coming from you. Don't believe everything you see on social media. These comments that are now resurfacing, I admit they make me look desperate and weird and crazy. If you know the context, it makes it make a little more sense. Jack and I were sitting in the back of a car as we were writing these comments. He was next to me and he had his phone out, refreshing and looking at my comments, and I would be posting them. He would be telling me what to say and I would be telling him what I'm gonna say, and we were doing this together and we were both laughing our asses off at this. There are also many other accounts and TikToks that can be taken out of context that look weird now that were fabricated from both Jack and I during the time. And I would just encourage you not to believe everything you see on social media, because a lot of it does have a backstory. The last thing I'm going to address is accusations of people from high school that are now coming out saying that I body shamed them or was rude to them or made them cry, and all these different accusations have me actually very confused. Jack and James both have a lot of mutual friends and are great on the surface level. They are super kind people, have always been the popular kids at school, always super involved in sports, while I was not. I've never been somebody that let my guard down easily. I take a while before I become close with somebody. I never really got too close with anyone at my high school, and I don't remember saying anything or hurting anybody. Although a lot of the experiences and interactions that I've seen using my name are false, if I actually did offend or hurt you, I am so sorry. If you have a problem with me, please feel free to call me, and if you don't have my number, then we don't have a problem. Jack, James, and Mason, I truly loved you, and I'm honestly so sorry that I had to get to this point, because I never would have in a million years imagined that our friendship would have ended like this. But my name is being slandered and dragged through the mud, and I need to defend myself and let people know the truth. I'm sorry to my supporters that have been confused by this, and I'm honestly really sorry that I didn't say anything sooner. Today has probably been one of the worst days of my life, and I'm finally listening to my gut on what feels right to do. I believe you guys deserve to know the truth, and although I'm not a perfect person, I'm working towards becoming the best version of myself, and karma is real.